Hello, I'm Anita McNaught.
And I'm Sally Bundock.
This is The World Today from BBC News. President Mugabe says he's pulling Zimbabwe out of the Commonwealth. In Russia's elections, the party backing President Putin heads for a widely predicted victory. A Greek court is to announce verdicts on 19 alleged members of the radical left-wing group November 17.
And in business, a wary reaction from the financial community to the United Russia Party's almost certain election victory.
Welcome to The World Today with an hour of the latest international news, business and sport. Zimbabwe's President Robert Mugabe has pulled his country out of the Commonwealth. He said he did not accept the decision made by the other members of the organisation that Zimbabwe's suspension would remain in force for the time being. It follows 3 days of agonising diplomacy at the summit in Nigeria. Jamie Kumrasamy, thank you. Well, let's look at the business implications now for Russia and its economy. Sally Bundock's here with the business news. Sally, good morning.
Thank you very much indeed, Anita. Well, of course, we're waiting to see how the markets will react to this news. Russian market watchers and economists are being fairly guarded so far about these preliminary election results. The business community obviously...
The leaders of Germany and Italy have said there's a strong possibility that this week's European Union summit to decide on what would be the EU's first ever constitution could end in failure. Speaking after a meeting in Berlin, the German Chancellor Gerhard Schröder and the Italian leader Silvio Berlusconi said they were not ready to compromise on the key issue of voting rights for EU member states. An inquiry has been opened to find out why 2 trains collided on the same line near Milan in Italy over the weekend. About 20 people were injured in the incident when a commuter train ran into a stationary locomotive. The driver was seriously hurt. Princess Maxima of the Netherlands, the wife of Crown Prince Willem-Alexander, has given birth to their first child. The baby girl's grandmother, Queen Beatrix, was cheered when she arrived at hospital to see her grandchild. The child is destined to be the Dutch sovereign one day, even if her parents have a son. You're watching BBC World News. Coming up, the latest international sport and Eine kleine Popmusik, how Germany's new pop academy plans to make some homegrown stars. You're watching The World Today from BBC News. A reminder now of the main international headlines. President Mugabe says he's pulling Zimbabwe out of the Commonwealth. And in Russia's elections, the party backing President Putin heads for a widely predicted victory. And coming up in World Business Report, a muted response from the business community to those Russian election results. Selina Hinchcliffe joins us now with all the sports news, including what?
News of England's rugby victory parade in London.
Yes, well.
Thanks very much. Hello there. Up to 500,000 people are expected to turn out in central London in a few hours' time.
A reminder of the main international news now. President Robert Mugabe of Zimbabwe has announced that he's pulling his country out of the Commonwealth. He said he did not accept the decision earlier on Sunday at the organization's current summit in Nigeria that Zimbabwe's suspension would remain in force for the time being. I'll be back after the weather with a World News Summary, followed by World Business Report.